After you got shot, you ended up seeing the person who shot you in the club, right?
It was 2017, and I'm in a club. And remember, I told you my dog told me that I need to go to Target and get the rabbit food. He was the same dude that knew the dude. He just didn't know that that was the guy that was coming down from Peoria, Illinois, for the second time with me to get the from me. If I think if he would have knew that there, he would have been like, "Oh no, Chop, I got you. Let me go ahead and work this wiggle." But he didn't know that it was him that, you know, that I finessed. So we in a Pink Pony here in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, and I look over and I see the dude. You heard me? And I'm telling my dog, you heard me? I'm like, say, bruh, that's the nigga that shot me. And he was like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, him. So he was like, I know this nigga. He's like, it's a cool nigga. He said, say, bruh, let me squash this right now. So I'm like, man, fuck all that. I'm about to go. I'm about to go get in the car. I'm gonna wait for this nigga to come outside. And that was my mentality. Because also what happened to me, it didn't go unpunished either for what happened on the retaliation of that. But both of us was alive, and yeah, he went over there, talked to him. I'm over there shaking in my boots down there. You did, cause I don't know if this nigga strapped or, nigga trying to kill me. You heard me? But he come over there, and I get to walking while he walking, and then he was just like, you fucked up, bro. He was like, I felt like I felt like I did what I had to do, street code wise. I felt like what you done to me. You heard me? I felt like I did right. And he was like, you know, I wasn't trying to kill you, but I had to teach you a lesson. And I was like, I get it. And he basically was like, he apologized, I apologized. And right after that, I got the fuck about the club. Cause I was scared, you heard me? I was spooked the fuck out. I still thought he was trying to kill me. You did, but we squashed it. And then, like I say, life don't happen like that all the time. But I'm fortunate enough for that situation to transpire the way it did. And, because I ain't got to look over my shoulder in that area when I do shows and all that there, like that. You know what I mean? Because we squashed it like men, and I was wrong. I was down bad. I shouldn't have finessed him. You dig? When he was coming down, I should have told him I got what I had off, and this is what I had left, and I was being greedy, and I deserved that for that moment, and that's what kind of, you heard me, changed my life of getting the 100% out the streets. Because the truth of it was, I was just chopping a rapper. I was just saying these niggas getting money out here, and I kind of wanted a piece of it, just being a follower at that moment. I thought, the money that I was making wasn't enough when it was enough. And, I was just not appreciating what I had. And a lot of times in life, when you're greedy, you heard me, that's what kind of come with that. When you being a greedy piece of shit, and I was being a greedy piece of shit, and I deserve what happened to me, you know, period. But yeah, that's what happened. Facts. I seen him, and I was still scared as I got the fuck out of there. You heard me? But shout out to him though, because we both still alive.
Yeah, that's crazy. And the NBA player Jamal Crawford, he let you stay at his house, right, until you healed up.
All right. After I got shot, and I hit him up, and basically he was like, "Say, bro, I heard what happened." And mind you, 2 Chainz too. All the rappers was hitting me up, and the celebrities that I knew, you heard me, they always hit me up, asking me was I okay. But Jamal Crawford was like, anything that you need, let me know what's out. And Earl Thomas, yep. And Thomas played for the Seattle Seahawks. Him and Earl Thomas, Jamal Crawford and Earl Thomas, made sure I was straight. But it was Jamal Crawford who fronted me a certain amount of money, a substantial amount of money, and cooped me up in a condo on St. Charles in New Orleans at the Georgian so I could heal up because I couldn't walk at the time. You dig? I couldn't walk at the time, and you know, my life was kind of like in a spiral at that moment. So shout out to Jamal Crawford because he definitely funded a penthouse for me at the Georgian for a whole year so I could heal up. So big shout out to him. He's definitely a legend. 100%. That's facts. I don't know how you know that, but that's facts. That's what happened. Shout out to Jamal Crawford. He did do that.